Well, we made it through the dative case, and that was by far one of the harder cases that we'll do. So now it's time to talk about commands, which are much, much easier. Commands are sometimes called imperatives. This is when you're going to command someone to do something like read a book, go home, do your homework, clean up your room, come here. These are all types of imperatives or commands. And in German, they're fairly easy. So let's take a look. There are 3 ways to give a command depending on who you are commanding. So there's the Sie command. This would be someone that you would talk to formally. This would be a formal command. So if you use the pronoun Sie with someone and you wanted to command them to do something, you would have to use the Sie command. Then there's the Do command, and then there's the Ihr command. And the Ihr command is a command you would give to more than one person, a plural command. Like, hey, you guys, go sit down. I'm telling both of you to go sit down. So, the 3 ways to do commands match up with the 3 ways to say you. There's you formal, you informal, and you plural. So let's take a look at how we construct a command form. We're going to start with the Sie command. The Sie command is fairly easy. All you do is use the infinitive verb and the pronoun Sie. So if you wanted to say come here, you would say kommen Sie her. The Do command is easy too. You just drop off the ending. Komm. Notice the Sie command has a pronoun, Sie. The Do command does not have a pronoun. You just say komm. And the Ihr command is even easier. You conjugate for do. You conjugate for Ihr. Kommt. That's it. So if you wanted to tell someone to drink coffee, you would say trinken Sie Kaffee. Trink coffee. Trinkt coffee. No pronoun, no pronoun, the formal you pronoun. Tell me or say, sagen Sie, sag, sagt. Arbeiten Sie, work. Arbeiten, notice this one has an E on it. Anything that ends in T or D, like arbeiten, finden. Remember when we kept the E before conjugating, like arbeitet, du arbeitest? If it's one of those verbs, you have to keep the E. Arbeite. Arbeitet. Singen Sie. Sing. Singt. So that's fairly easy. There's one little hiccup that we have to talk about. What happens when you want to give a command that happens to involve an irregular verb? Sprechen spricht, essen isst, nehmen nimmt, sehen sieht, lesen liest. Well, they remain the same in the Sie command. Sprechen Sie Deutsch. In the Do command, you conjugate for do, sprichst, and then drop the ending. Ihr is going to, oops, that's wrong. It should be sprecht, S-P-R-E-C-T. Essen Sie, is, because you conjugate for do and drop the T. And est, same conjugation as the normal ihr verb. Nehmen Sie, nimm, conjugate for do, drop the st, and nehmt. Sehen Sie, sei, conjugate for do, drop the st, and seht. Lesen Sie, lies, conjugate for do, drop the t, and lest. There's one more command that's a little tricky, and these are to be commands, like be nice, be quiet, be good. These are be commands. And they're not hard, they're just a little tricky to spell sometimes. So the Sie command for a to be verb is seien Sie. Pay particular attention to how that's spelled. Seien, seien Sie. Seien Sie nett, be nice. The do command is just the infinitive verb sein, drop the N. Sei nett, be nice. And the ihr command, so let's say I'm telling the whole class to be nice, would be seid. You just conjugate for ihr. Seid nett. And that's all there is to commands.